Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is June 15th, 2024, and it's reported that Joan Laporta is now looking to hire a CEO for Barcelona. Also, I'm gonna tell you about who the Barcelona scouts have identified as a replacement for Ronald Araujo in case the Uruguayan defender decides to leave. And finally, I will tell you also about Hansi Flick's plans for Vitor Roque. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and before we begin with the news, just a quick reminder to make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. All of this helps this channel continue to grow. Also, if you are looking for any Barcelona jerseys or merchandise, make sure you hit the kit bag, especially if you're here in the US and you don't have access to shipping out of the Barca store. Kit bag does ship into the US. It's Barcelona licensed merchandise, so it's not replicas or fake merchandise. And if you click on the link, you do get access to special promotions and offers and discounts. And the same goes to Bet Us, where if you want to place a sports bet on any sports, not just football, if you click on the link, you also get a discount, I think, or a special offer. I think you get like $100 off or $100 to bet on other teams. So make sure you click on both links, which are down below in the description. Now, beginning with the news that La Liga have officially announced the schedule for the 2024-2025 season, and La Liga's next season will begin on the weekend of August 16th, 2024, which is right around the time that the last season started, and it will extend all the way to May 25th, 2025, a bit later than the season, but that usually happens when there are, competitions in between. There's also a lot of FIFA international breaks in between. You can see the full schedule at La Liga's website. I gotta say, I'm very excited. I'm very excited for the season to begin. I'm really excited to see what Hansi Flick will do with this team. Of course, we do have to keep our expectations low because Hansi Flick is taking over, with a new team. It's his first season. There's gonna be a lot of changes, including the style of play. So we gotta keep our expectations low. We gotta give Hansi Flick some time to work. But I'm very excited for the season to begin, especially because summers are very long when Barcelona are not playing. Thankfully, we do have the Euros and Copa America this summer, but overall, always sad when there is no Barcelona games. And I'm curious to hear you guys' response to this question. What do you guys do when Barcelona are not playing? Whether it's summer break, winter break, do you guys watch other sports? Do you watch other teams? Do you watch international football? Let me know in the comment section. Now on to the breaking news, the bombshell, because it's reported that Joan Laporta has decided to hire a CEO. Now, Barcelona have not had a CEO since the former CEO Reverter resigned. Ferran Reverter, I think it was back in 2022, he resigned. And after his resignation, Laporta decided not to hire a new CEO. Instead, he took over those duties and he started to lean more on other people like Eduard Romeo, the Vice President of Finance, on Ferran Olivier, who is the Treasurer of Barcelona, and on Maribel Melendez, who was in charge of the corporate side of things at Barcelona. But despite Laporta relying on these people, eventually he became to find himself more and more isolated in this role, especially given the resignations of Maribel Melendez and Eduard Romeo. So Laporta has been feeling, kind of overwhelmed, and his entourage reporting that they see him sometimes, very tired, very stressed because he's taking on a lot of duties. And as such, Laporta's entourage have been pressuring the Barcelona president to hire a CEO, and finally Laporta has agreed. And Barcelona will now embark on a new adventure or a new search for a CEO. And I have to say, I welcome this news a lot. I've criticized Joan Laporta in the past about his decision not to hire a CEO. I've criticized him on his decision not to hire other people to replace empty positions like that of Eduard Romeo and Maribel Melendez. And I kept saying, Yes, Laporta is a very capable president. You know, he's probably the best president that we can have given the club's financial situation. He got us out of the financial hole during his first presidency, and he ended up building the best Barcelona in the history under Pep Guardiola. And now he's doing the same as far as the finances, where he's also getting the club out of a financial hole. But at the end of the day, no matter how capable Joan Laporta is, he's still a human being. He cannot be taking on 20 different duties and 20 different roles. He needs to delegate roles or delegate the work to other professionals. So I'm very, very happy to hear that Joan Laporta has finally agreed to hire a new CEO for the upcoming season. Now, we don't know exactly which names are going to be considered. We don't know whether Barcelona are going to look to hire from within or they're going to look to bring someone else. Of course, we're going to have more news in the upcoming days, but for now, just know that Laporta finally has decided to hire a CEO for FC Barcelona, which I'm sure will make things a lot better, will make things run a lot smoother, and this will only benefit the club and therefore benefit us as fans as well. So I'm very, very happy to hear this news. Now, more news because the Barcelona scouts have decided on who will become Ronald Araujo's replacement in case the Uruguayan defender does decide to leave. Now, Barcelona have sent a renewal offer to Ronald Araujo. Barcelona want Ronald Araujo to continue. Hansi Flick considers Ronald Araujo as a fundamental piece of his future project or his project that he's currently building. However, Ronald Araujo has yet to respond to Barcelona's renewal offer, and as such, Barcelona scouts have been looking in the market for a possible replacement, and they have decided that this guy you see on your screen, Loic Bade, I hope I said that right, is the player who most resembles Ronald Araujo. Now, Loic Bade is 24-year-old French center back who currently plays at Sevilla. Barcelona scouts have been monitoring the market to see players who have similar profile as Araujo, a profile, you know, that's fast, that's strong, that's good in the air, and they have decided that Loic Bade is the player who resembles Ronald Araujo the most, and as such, if the Uruguayan defender does decide to leave, which again, Barcelona don't want him to leave, Flick doesn't want him to leave, but if Ronald Araujo does decide to leave, then Loic Bade could be the player to replace the Uruguayan defender. Now, Loic Bade has a contract with Sevilla until 2027 with a release clause worth 60 million euros. Of course, it's not going to be a cheap signing, but that's who the Barcelona scouts think would be the best replacement for our Uruguayan captain. And I'm curious to hear you guys' thoughts. Have you guys watched Loic Bade play in the past? Do you guys think he would be capable of replacing Araujo? Let me know down below. Now, more news because we now have to talk about Vitor Roque, because Hansi Flick has decided on what the Brazilian plans will be at Barcelona. Now, as I reported in a previous video, Vitor Roque has cut his vacation short. He has come back to the Ciudad Esportiva. He has been training with a personal coach that he has hired in order to get informed, to be in shape, to be ready, because he wants to impress Hansi Flick. He wants to earn a spot on Flick's team. And while it looks like Vitor Roque will get a chance to do just that, because the German coach has decided that he will try out Vitor Roque in the preseason. So Vitor Roque has his preseason guaranteed. He will get a chance to prove himself to Hansi Flick. Of course, this doesn't mean that Vitor Roque will continue. For all we know, Hansi Flick might see him in the preseason and say, oh, this guy sucks, get rid of him. But at least he will get his chance to prove himself to Flick. And the only way Vitor Roque will not spend the preseason in Barcelona and end up leaving is if Barcelona cannot get enough room in the financial fair play to register Vitor Roque, because remember, Vitor Roque is not registered for next season. He was only registered because Gabi got injured and Barcelona used Gabi's the space that Gabi had on the wage bill to register Roque. So he has to be re-registered for next season. If Barcelona cannot register him, then they'll have to loan him out. But of course, if that happens, that also means that Barcelona will have to loan out Balde and Gabi, because those two players also need to be registered for next season. So let's hope and pray that doesn't happen. Now, we will end today's video with some pretty cute news, because Thiago Messi has said that he wants to play in, maybe not in Barcelona, but with a Barcelona player in the future. Now, Lionel Messi's son, Thiago Messi, is currently playing in the academy of Inter Miami, and the Inter Miami team that Thiago Messi currently plays on came to Barcelona, where they faced off against the equivalent team, the same age team, of Barcelona. They did lose 5-0, but of course that's not surprising. You know, Barcelona's academy is one of the best in the world. And in an interview after that match, Thiago Messi was asked what player he would like to play with in the future, and he said Lamine Yamal. It seems that Thiago Messi is a big fan of Lamine. It's his favorite. He's his favorite player, and Thiago Messi would like to play with Lamine in the future. And Thiago Messi was not the only one to say he wants to play with a Barcelona player in the future, but also Benjamin Suarez, Luis Suarez's son, who also plays with Thiago Messi in the Inter Miami Academy, said that he would like to play with Pedri in the future. So a pretty cool, you know, story to end this video, because it seems that both the sons of the two Barcelona stars or legends, Thiago Messi and Benjamin Suarez, would like to play with Barcelona players in the future, and who knows, maybe they will end up donning the Barcelona jersey. I think that would be pretty cool, but of course they are pretty young. Let's not put that pressure on them. Let them continue having fun and playing. And by the way, a cool fact, or maybe, I don't know if it's a cool fact, I thought it's a cool fact, but Thiago Messi is actually right-footed, even though Messi's left-footed, and Benjamin Suarez ended up being left-footed, even though Luis Suarez is right-footed. But pretty cool story to end the video with, and to end tonight, the news for tonight with. I did do a video earlier today. Make sure to check it out. Lots of news in there. And for now, I'll bid you adieu. But before that, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment. And as always, Visca Barça.